Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about what ammo calibers you should be stocking up on. Now I want to start this video off by saying you should really stock up on every ammo caliber that you have. There's no reason for you to have 1,000 rifle ammo and only 45 9mm ammo, and it makes no sense. You should have a good share and a good holding of each caliber for every weapon that you have. Now I'm going to start it off by talking about my hunting rifle, the 30-30. Now I use the 30-30 for hunting deer and pigs and just about anything. It's a great overall weapon. The problem with 30-30 is that when there's a shortage of the ammo, the price spikes are insane. I picked up this box of Remington cord lock for about $20 in Walmart. Now, during the pandemic, when it first broke out, I even remember picking up a box of Power Shock Federal for $69 or $70. And this is what I'm trying to say. You have to stock up on these ammo calibers before you see the sharp prices. Now, just a couple months ago, I was paying about $20 or $17, I remember, in Walmart for these bullets right here. Now, anywhere I try to go, I cannot find them. And if I do find them, the minimum price is $30 and up. So this is what I'm talking about. You have to stock up on these different calibers. Make sure you have a large holding of whatever gun you're going to be hunting with specifically. You can make the argument that you can hunt with any weapon, but you know, everyone has their specific hunting rifle. Oh, yes, this is my hunting rifle. This is my AR-15. This is my pistol, etc., etc. Now, to no surprise, there's a 9mm. Now, obviously, I have a 9mm here. You can also have, whatever self-defense round you use, you should have a surplus amount of. Now, this right here was about $30 a box, and it's the 50 round box. So it wasn't that bad of a price, but there's definitely better prices that you can get 9mm. Even that's pushing it at the high end. Regardless of what it is, you should have a rough estimate of anywhere 500 to 1,000 rounds of this. I know it sounds quite expensive, but really a $200 to $300 investment can set you up for a very, very smooth ride if SHTF ever happens. Never forget about your personal defense ammo. Whether that's 9mm, like I said, maybe even a 22, which we'll get into in a second. Maybe even you carry a mini Draco with you. You never know. Have a surplus amount of. I cannot stress it enough. Personal protection is very important. You cannot shoot a gun without any bullets. Stock up on whatever it is that you use. Now let's talk about some shotgun ammo. Now, to me, a shotgun is a hunting weapon. I personally wouldn't pick up a shotgun if I had to choose between an AR-15, a pistol. When it comes to home defense, it's just not my style. That's just a totally personal opinion. That does not mean I'm not gonna stack up on the ammo. This right here, and what you see right here is a rifled slug. I also stack up on 00 buck and number 8 birdshot. That's what we use to hunt waterfowl in here. So you got to make sure, like I said, for the 30-30, you have to have a surplus amount of whatever you're going to be hunting with. We use 00 buck to hunt deer, to hunt boars, and number 8 birdshot is what we use. So of course I'm going to stack up on that. To me, that's just totally my opinion. I view a shotgun exactly the same way that I view my hunting rifle, my 30-30. It's my hunting shotgun. That's what I use it for. So, of course, I'm going to have a surplus amount of hunting ammo for that shotgun. Now, getting into some rifle ammo. Here, we got some 7.62, some Tula 7.62, in fact. Now, I personally am a huge fan of the AK-47. I might make the argument that I enjoy shooting it more than the AR-15. I personally bought an AK because of how cheap the ammo is. It's when you compare it when you're buying in bulk, the price difference between 7.62 and say 5.56, it's a pretty big difference when you're buying in bulk. remember, it all comes down to preference. What are you going to use an AK-47 for? You know, you can use it for home defense, you know, an STHF scenario. That's the perfect weapon for that. People might make the argument that there is no better weapon than the AK-47 in those type of scenarios. It's just one of those things that you have to consider when you're buying a weapon. How much is the ammo? You know, am I gonna spend more on the ammo than I did on the rifle? Because for that doesn't make sense to me. Now, before investing in an AK-47, I was on the fence for a 300 blackout rifle until I looked at the ammo prices, and it was just flat out ridiculous. So I went with the 7.62 round, and I'm enjoying it. It's great to shoot. It's fun. I personally put the 7.62 round in my personal defense section of the safe, but I have seen many people, and I've made a joke with this with my family members, that you can hunt with an AK-47, and I've seen it on YouTube videos. It's definitely possible. So, you know, like I said, in any situation, you might have to use whatever you have. So the AK-47 to me is just one of those very versatile weapons you can use just for about anything. But many people might make the argument that, you know, the 7.62 really doesn't compare when it comes to speed, because it's significantly slower than the AR-15 is in the 5.56, and I 100% agree. But the punching power, in terms, if I was gonna hunt, depends the type of hunting you're gonna do. You know, if you're doing within 150 yards, 200 yards, I'm definitely gonna pick a 7.62 over a 5.56 just for that guarantee. You know, I know for 100% that if I hit whatever I'm hunting with a 7.62, it's gonna go down in that one shot. You know, compared to a 5.56 where it might not go down on the first or second shot. But the 5.56, another one of my favorite cartridges. Right here I have a Winchester range pack that I picked up on Palmetto State Armory, and it includes around 150 bullets. That's what it looks like. Now, the 5.56, personally, totally a big fan of 5.56 as well. Just a little more on the pricier side in terms of buying in bulk when you're comparing it to a 7.62 or even a 9mm. Now, of course, there's many different use cases for the 5.56, just as well as every other ammo caliber. To me, stacking up on 5.56 is just the same as stacking up on 7.62. It's they're very close rounds in terms of they're both versatile. You can do just about anything with both rounds. You know, yes, the 7.62 has its limitations on range and speed, but every ammo caliber has its uniqueness, and that's just a part of it. Now, for the 5.56, stacking up on this is personally, like how I said, more of a self-defense thing. On one of my AR-15 builds, I have a SIG optic on it, and with that SIG optic, it allows me to shoot a lot farther. And if I'm shooting farther, I'd much rather choose a 5.56 in terms of accuracy than, you know, a 7.62. And that's, you know, we're talking about a self-defense, you know, a combat scenario situation. 5.56, in my opinion, another one of those great versatile rounds that can just, you know, do about anything. Should always have a surplus amount of 5.56 and rifle ammo. Now, lastly, and personally, my favorite caliber. Now, when I tell people that my favorite gun is a 22, they often look at me crazy until I explain my point. I've seen a 22 kill anything up to a bear. You know, it's one of those, again, versatile rounds. To me, the best bang for your buck would be to stack up on 22. For $5, I got 50 rounds of 22 long rifle, about 10 cents a round. Now that's amazing. Many people wouldn't view the 22 as a hunting caliber, but I definitely would, especially for small game, but even up to medium game. I've personally killed a boar, an 85-pound buck boar with a 22, a Ruger 1022. So no one can make the argument that it's a soft round, that it won't kill what it's intended to hit. It definitely will. Now, like I said, if you're more on the fence because you don't want to spend too much money on a weapon, I totally understand. They get very, very expensive. A Ruger 1022 is about $400 on the high end, and a box of maybe 500 rounds of 22 is less than 40 bucks. I don't know everyone's personal situation, but on my personal opinion, that's what I would do. Save up for that and then buy some 22 ammo, because you never know what you might use it for. You can use 22 ammo for just about anything. Self-defense, hunting. It's, like I said, it's one of those versatile rounds. It doesn't get the credit it deserves, and that's 100% true. It's a very, very strong round. But if you found this video any informative and it helped you, make a decision or a choice on a gun to purchase because of ammo and the shortages that are going on and the price of each round, the price per round, go ahead and leave a comment, leave a like. Let me know if it helped you in any way, if there's anything I missed out. But this is more of a video touching back on a video I made a year ago on what to prepare for in an ammo shortage. And funny enough, in that video I didn't include anything that contained any gunpowder. Just talked about storing BBs, storing maybe buying a crossbow. And in this video I basically broke down what I'm doing, what I am stacking on based on what I think the functionality of each round is. But with that being in mind, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. And if it helped you, don't forget to leave that comment on why it helped you, how it helped you, and have a great day. Thank you.